We take a bodacious trip down memory lane and see how much turtle power we still possess. I test two of my friends' knowledge of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and see which of them is the Master Fan. Get out of the sewers and get to the pizza party because you don't want to miss a second of this episode of Wreck My Childhood. Hello and welcome to another nostalgia-filled episode of the Wreck My podcast, where we are reminiscing and discussing a great childhood pop culture franchise, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cowabunga. You okay down there, Kyle?
Yep, sorry. Good focus. Good.
I think
Today,
the Laker game's on.
What'd you say?
I think the Laker game's on.
Oh, the Laker game's
It's going to be
on.
coming on.
So today we're challenging our perception by doing a little bit of a battle between you two for who is the Master TMNT fan.
Yeah,
so
I think
this
it's
is
pretty
not going to be
obvious.
fair.
yeah, as you can
fair.
see,
Pretty obvious.
Andy's got the shirt here. So those of you who have watched before may recognize Kyle. He was part of the 90s
I was hiding
theme
behind
song memory
Gregor,
test. Yes.
So I wasn't seen.
You know that he was also coerced by his three sisters into putting makeup on.
What?
But you may not recognize the man to my right. Andy. Me and him have been friends since second grade.
It's a long time.
So yeah, I think that you're my longest friend. I don't know if I'm your longest friend, but
Well, what are we talking about? Longest friend.
we're not talking about my dick.
Oh, my bad. Well,
But either way, it's a yes.
Yes, I think it's a yes either way.
he just said his parents are listening to this podcast, Sandy.
It was pretty.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. No one needs to worry about that. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Andy.
Well, I like long walks on the beach, Jordan.
Yes,
Can't
and
go-
you could talk into the
I'm
mic.
sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, I'm married with a 18-month-old daughter.
Yeah, very cute daughter.
Very cute daughter.
I see all the Instagram posts.
Thank you. She's actually pretty sick right now. They're both pretty sick.
Oh, that's a
So
bummer.
she can't be here
Does she
today.
get sick a lot? Like, I feel like kids are usually get sick all the time.
Their immune
It's
system.
their
Yeah.
immune
Strong.
system, and a lot of it's just. I mean, what would be kind of sick for us is a lot like she's congested right now,
Yeah.
so a bunch of it's just kind
She
of
doesn't have turtle power.
right. No,
Yeah.
I need to hear that green ooze.
Yeah.
And get that in her
Get some of that
system.
mutagen in her.
You know, I actually showed her. She's obsessed with the word turtle right now, so I showed her the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles yesterday because I
Yeah.
was watching.
Did she like it?
She loved it. She just kept screaming.
What's her
turtle.
favorite thing to watch right now?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
For
Just
sure.
anything Mickey Mouse.
That seems to be the hot topic
Yeah,
with all our friends
I
with
feel
kids.
like
It's
Mickey Mouse is always going to be
It's just kind of the
a
go-to.
go-to. Yeah,
It's easy.
for sure. Oh, yeah. And they play it all the time.
Yeah, and it's lovable characters.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Who doesn't like that? Ho, ho. Hi, everyone. Ho.
Don't do that.
Sorry. So Andy, actually, we've known each other since second grade.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why you were friends with me, but you used to come over to my house and stay the night, and sometimes I'd come to yours and leave halfway through because I had separation anxiety from my
Or
parents.
bloody noses.
Yeah, bloody noses. So I don't know how the heck you put up with me as a child to actually be my friend the whole time. But you used to come
Same
over.
reason we put up with Krager.
Oh, yeah.
Buzzing.
Love you.
Krager's off camera for everyone who wants to know. You used to bring a duffel bag to my house when you would sleep over.
I did.
And it was a purple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles duffel
Heck
bag.
yeah.
And you left it at my house, and it literally got, I think we moved at one point when I was younger,
Yeah.
and it got put away in storage, and it had been sitting in my closet for years and years. So when you got married on your bachelor trip, I gave it back to
Yeah.
you, but it had a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue in it, which is a nice little...
Yeah.
I
That
remember
was
that.
great.
That
Better-
was- that was
better
such
than
a great-
I feel like that's
pajamas.
a
The whole
really
thing was
good
a great story,
transition
though.
from our childhood.
Exactly.
And then
it was the
little-
passing of the torch to we are
Exactly.
adults now.
Exactly.
So that's really
Through a
fun.
Ninja Turtle backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Johnny Walker.
And so now that our podcast is becoming a little bit more official here, I do have some plugs I need to put in here. You can follow us for the show on our Twitter and Instagram. @WreckMyPodcast is the handle. You can also follow the three of us personally at our handles on Instagram and possibly Twitter at what is posted below. They will also be in the show notes. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, thank you. But why not hit that subscribe button? I hear it's the cool thing to do. We also have an audio version of this episode on Libsyn. The link is in the description, and we will shortly be on the iTunes podcast app. So give us a follow there and give us a review. That always helps out. The ratings, reviews, comments, and likes are all great ways for you guys to support the show, and it doesn't cost you anything. And I love talking with people about pop culture, so don't be shy. Just hit me up and we'll talk about some stuff. So let's move on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We'll start with Andy. What is your earliest memory of the series? Did you get into the animated series first, the movies? Did you actually read the comics as a kid, which I would not advise? They're very violent. But what was your first experience?
My first, for those listening, I'm actually adopted. So it's actually kind of a side note to it. So when I came to my parents, I actually had my favorite thing was that duffel bag.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah.
Dang,
and the
I
Teenage
didn't know
Mutant
that.
Ninja Turtles VHS. Is that what
Yeah.
kids call
V-
these days?
yeah.
I think that's what kids
Back
20
then,
years
is that
ago
what they're
called
called?
them.
I kind of forget what they're called.
Kids don't call them
The
these.
VHS.
don't know what that is
Right.
these days.
So I came with that, and so that's my earliest childhood memories, kind of carrying that around through foster homes.
Do you
or
remember
whatever.
what episode of
The very first movie?
Oh, the very first
It
movie.
was
So the
first movie.
1990.
I still have
movie.
my mom. I think my mom still has that video.
Wow.
And so I mean, I was
That's
obsessed with it.
awesome.
I apparently, according to my sisters, I would do karate in front of the video.
Nice.
Watch it. I probably watched it 10 times a day and did karate and everything.
Air nunchucks and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Raph's my
Nice.
favorite.
Yeah. Oh, so
Moody.
you liked what was his thing? The size?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the size.
Yeah.
How about you, Kyle? What was your earliest experience with this?
Little different. There used to be a little barber shop right over off of Lyons. It was a place where kids got their haircuts.
Yeah.
So I'll go with my friend, and my mom and his mom were best friends at the time, and they actually had old arcade games there, like Metal Slug.
Oh, I
Pac-Man,
love Metal Slug.
Just Galaga, and the Simpsons arcade game,
Oh,
and then
Simpsons,
the one I always went to, they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's a
and we
great
were just
game.
talking about that off before, and that was the first time I got exposed to it was through that arcade.
Yeah.
Waiting for get my hair cut. My friend's going, I'm waiting, and we're playing.
How far did you ever get on that? Because I recently went to a
Yeah.
bar. Like they're bringing back the retro arcade bars
Oh, yeah,
now.
it's coming
and I
back.
went and I played that, and even on a free game,
Oh,
I
yeah.
still didn't get very far.
I remember it being difficult. I couldn't tell you how far I got, but that was the first time I got exposed to Ninja Turtles. And
Nice.
then, I didn't watch the cartoon first. I also did watch the movie.
The movie.
I think I actually got into the cartoon. I mean, I may have watched a couple episodes of the cartoon.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm like you. I was really into the movies as a kid.
Yeah.
But the cartoon, I only watched the same 6 episodes
Yeah.
that I had VHSs for.
Right.
That's all I watched.
Yeah.
Because it started in '87 and it ended in '96, I want to say. And I think that I didn't get into it till about '94, '95, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So I'm on the tail end of it. So all that stuff wasn't on TV anymore. You
Exactly.
had to buy it if you
Yeah.
wanted to watch it. So I feel like we were a little bit past the prime of being able to be in
Right.
the focused TMNT
No, exactly.
stuff.
Right.
But you were right about the comic books. They were graphic.
They're
I
very
just
graphic.
bought my first comic book.
Yeah, you bought
yesterday.
this.
That was
What
a
was
res-
it? The one, not the secret
the-
something,
it's
or the
the,
Secret Order of the Foot Clan or
Yeah,
something
it's,
like
so it's
that.
the back history
Of the
of the
Foot
Foot
Clan.
Clan. It gives
Yeah.
you an entire history. It's actually really
That's cool.
interesting.
Well, I know that I forget. So the creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's such a big mouthful, especially
It
when
is.
you've been
It
drinking
is.
before this.
Yeah,
This is
it
my
is.
second podcast tonight, and I've been drinking, so I'm sorry if I'm.
Cheers, dude.
Say-
Thanks
yeah.
for having us on. I appreciate
Boom!
it.
Let's do it. Cheers. So the creators is Eastman and Laird, Chuck Eastman, Peter Laird, something like that. I forget which one
Kevin,
of them.
right? What-
Kevin,
Kevin
something.
Eastman, I think it
Laird and
was.
Eastman.
Yeah,
One of them hates everything to do with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles outside of the comics because their whole premise was, hey, we're doing a satirical take on Daredevil and kind of the New Mutants and stuff from the 80s, and we're going to make it gritty and violent, but it's going to be ridiculous characters. But it's going to have social commentary, economic commentary. So essentially what we know as TMNT, the movies, the animated series, was one big advertisement by an ad company to sell toys and products. And they hated that. Granted, they got paid tons of money for it, but they really did not like that. So it's true. They're very two different things. The comics, dark, gritty, violent. Everything else, bright and bubbly and fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's say who's your favorite turtle, Andy?
Well, as I
You
mentioned,
said
probably
Raph.
Raph. I mean,
Raph?
Michael.
You say Raph or Raph?
I say Raph. It's Raph.
Is
Yeah.
it Raph?
Yeah, it's
Or
Raph.
I say
Raphael.
Raph because it's like Raphael. But do
they call him Raph.
They call him Raph?
Yeah.
Man, I'm just
They
not
call
that
him Raph.
good.
But yeah, Raph. I mean, it's really tough. I mean, Michelangelo's just. It depends, I guess.
Yeah,
My mood.
Michelangelo's fun.
Because I can
Why
relate to
Ralph,
both.
Yeah, why Ralph? Because he was the
Why
loner
Raph?
that
'Cause
always
he's-
went off.
yeah, he's just
He was
kind
so
of-
angry with the
Yeah.
world.
And he's kind of a badass. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
by
is.
Himself, like
He's
he
way
wanted
cooler.
to be Leonardo.
Yeah,
and he
he's
just,
so bad he wanted to be Leonardo.
Completely.
He was the most angsty of all of
But
them.
I guess that's
Yeah.
maybe I can relate to most, I guess. in
Yeah.
a way, Like, so, oh, sorry. Okay, I can
you're
relate
good.
to most of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, Raph definitely, and plus I think when I was a kid, I thought he had the coolest weapon.
Yeah, red's always the cool color, and
Right.
size are cool. How about you, Kyle? Who was your favorite turtle?
Mine was Donatello.
The Donatello.
you're
You
such
like
a
the
nerd.
nerdy guy.
Such
I
a
did.
nerd.
Whose favorite is
I did.
Donatello?
I did, and the reason
Nobody's
was the reason
favorite is
was
Donatello. That's
the
the
reason was that
answer.
I'm not afraid. One of my favorite colors as a kid, and still is, was purple.
Don't say this.
It was
That's
purple.
okay.
I
It's because
loved
you were a
it.
big Prince fan, right? You
I
love
loved
Prince. Yeah, right.
I love the
Purple
Lakers.
Rain.
Love the Lakers a little more. But no, I loved it, and I loved that, and I'd always pick him on the video game.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy is kicking these guys' ass with a stick.
Stick, yeah.
Everyone else got a weapon, a sword. No, he doesn't need that. He's got a stick.
I mean,
That's true.
A valid
And he's gonna
argument.
take.
That's
I
true.
love
I
that as a
thought
kid.
Michelangelo had the hardest thing to use was the nunchuck.
Oh, the nunchuck. It
Those
was-
feel
yeah.
Is it num or none?
None. Like
None.
N-U. It's not spelled N-U-N,
No,
but
no, I know.
phonetically it's pronounced none.
Jordan, I told you the big words. I don't understand.
So it's how it's spelled is
Thank you.
N-U-N. It's
Thank
spelled
you,
differently.
simplify.
The reason why I feel like that'd be the hardest thing to use is because first off, I've personally used nunchucks because I was in karate, and they're very weird to use. Second off, they weren't even a weapon. They were meant to like hit rugs to get dust off of them and stuff. They were like a housing tool. So I'm like, who the heck?
I did not know
I think
that.
like, did Bruce Lee just decide, hey, I'm gonna take this thing and like beat people up with it, or what's going on?
Lee
I don't
could
know.
beat anybody up with
Seriously though,
whatever.
yeah,
A
it's
fork.
Bruce Lee. Yeah, for a spork.
Spork,
The
yeah.
lamest of all utensils.
I thought it was strictly just like ninjutsu. That's what they did.
Yeah, they did do ninjutsu. Do you actually know? Actually, I don't even know. Never mind. We'll get to it later. Who's your favorite character besides the Turtles? Either one of you can answer first.
I'll probably go Splinter. I mean,
Splinter?
He was.
You
he
like
was
Master
cool.
Splinter?
Yeah, I liked him. Casey
I was
Jones.
gonna say Casey,
Yeah, he
Casey
was-
Jones is definitely my favorite.
Have you seen the newest movie?
I did.
How do you feel about Stephen Amell as Casey Jones? I have a
It
man
was
crush on
good.
Stephen
It
Amell,
was-
so I kind of liked him.
Yeah,
but
no, I get it. Those new movies are good. They're entertaining. I
They're
mean, what more can
entertaining
you
for
ask?
sure.
I mean, you know what you're getting nowadays. You know when they're going to try to reboot something. You know what you're getting into.
yeah.
You just never recreate what
No.
it
No,
was.
well,
Yeah.
in your own head,
Right.
you can't recreate what they
Here's
did
the
for you
sad
when
thing.
you were a kid.
So I know I saw the newest movie. I remember Casey Jones. I remember Krang was in it. Don't remember the plot at all. Like,
No,
what was
I'm
he
saying-
trying to create the Technodrome,
Right.
or was that what he was doing? I don't know.
To be honest with you,
I'm like-
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm just.
And
the
I remember
classics are the best.
what's his face from Arrested Development was in it again.
Will.
Will Arnett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Megan Fox, who
Yeah.
supposedly is a huge Teenage Mutant
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles fan. Where
did
I'm
a
like,
great April.
I don't know. Yeah, great April. Did you guys actually know in the comics April O'Neil was African American? Or portrayed as African American? Never really said, but
Sounds like we got a lawsuit on our hands.
yeah,
coming up.
I was
I did not know that.
Hey, I said the politically correct term.
Right.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's kind of funny. And then, so who was your favorite character then, Andy?
I would say Casey Jones.
Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Casey Jones is cool. He's got a freaking mask on. He's
Yeah.
got a hockey stick.
Yeah, I
He's
think that's
beating
why I like
people
him,
up.
the
He doesn't
sports
have.
thing,
He
yeah.
doesn't have superpowers like the turtles did. Like,
Just the all-around badass.
yeah, he was
Just a cool
cool,
dude.
and he
What was the kid-
rollerbladed.
who was-
How
Highlander
how
that mask,
90s
who knows?
extreme is that?
Right.
Rollerblading.
I know.
Awesome.
I don't even remember the
I
last
love
time
it.
went rollerblading.
Who
I
was
love
the
it.
kid that delivered the pizza in that first?
What's his name, man? It's
What was it?
Yeah,
You know who
I
I'm talking
know-
about.
I know
who
That
you-
guy. And then he
Yeah.
just busted out his karate moves.
Yeah,
too,
in
and
I
the
know who you're
third
talking
movie,
about.
right? No, in the second movie. That was the second
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Second one, the Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of
right?
the
Yeah,
Ooze,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
one of my favorites.
the third
too.
one is
Oh,
so
that-
throwaway. The third one was like they went back to like Shanghai.
Oh, it was time
China,
travel.
or feudal
Okay.
It was time
China.
travel.
A
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was
people
so
don't
weird.
like the third one, but I actually
Do you?
love the third one.
You're
It's
like
one of my
You're on
like
your
the
own
f-
island
You're
there.
like
Right,
yeah.
yes,
You're like the few
but-
people that like Back to the Future 3. Like
What's wrong with Back to the Future 3? What's wrong with Back to the
what's
Future
wrong-
3?
Krager loves the back.
oh, Craig loves the third one. I hate
Krager,
the
you
third
like the
one.
third one? Back to the Future?
You like
I
Back to the
love
Future
the
3?
third Back to the Future. Yeah. Thank you.
I do not like that one.
Apparently, I'm on an island like
I don't
that
know.
one by myself.
Well, we just discussed Firefly and Serenity before this, and I think I have a higher standard for my westerns. So that's probably what it is.
You can't classify that as a Western.
That's
though.
totally a western.
Yeah, you can't
It is
classify
a western.
that as a Western
99% of the movie takes place
Doesn't
in
mean
the
it's a
Wild
Western
West.
movie,
I would
it's-
consider the movie Wild Wild West to be a western.
Well, yes, because it's called Wild Wild West.
Yeah, but it's still technically not a like quote unquote western
I don't
movie.
know. I think that's
All right. Well, we'll agree to disagree on that.
right.
My opinion does not matter that much, so that's totally fine. Now, who's your favorite villain besides Shredder? I mean, the Shredder is
Yeah.
like the big bad.
What
but
was his orphan daughter? Or the Kahara.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I don't know her name. I almost put her on the trivia thing.
Yeah. She was like an orphan, and he took her in.
Yeah, I
and
know who you're
I don't
talking
think
about.
he
She was like
adopted
another
her.
ninja.
Yeah, and she just eventually became part of.
Yeah, you liked her.
Oh, she was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
was she ever portrayed by Halle Berry? That's a callback to the last episode.
because I said Storm was my favorite because Halle Berry's hot.
Oh, because Halle Berry.
How about you, Andy? How's the villain? What's
My
your favorite
villain in the second movie would be those two monsters. I forget their name.
Taco or
Coco.
You could
Taco.
also talk to the mic.
My two favorite would probably be those two
It's
monsters.
Razark.
Yeah.
and
Razark
Coco or
and
something.
Well, I'm not gonna help you with that because we might bring that back up.
Okay,
in a little bit.
but those two are
Um,
my favorite probably. Besides
Okay.
Shredder,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
So I have a little bit of a trivia at the end we're gonna do that's like name that villain.
Okay.
And I was going through villains, like 70% of them I don't even remember. Like I'm like, what the heck are
I might
these
struggle on
villains?
that, but
I know.
on
So I
that.
put a few easy ones on there for you.
I think I know a couple.
But there's a few where I was like, okay, the name makes sense. Like it's a kid show. There are no duh names, but I'm like,
Right.
I don't remember him ever being a thing,
Yeah.
you know. So that'll be fun when we get to that one. But so we kind of already talked about this a little bit. But did you enjoying the newer movies? We all kind of said we know what we're getting into. It's a reboot. You expect it's Michael Bay. Like you expect these things. So you know you're not expecting it to reinvent the wheel or reinvent the shell or anything. But
Shredder looked like a transformer.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Speaking of Michael Bay.
I mean,
Speaking of Michael Bay.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I gotta sell my other properties. But what is your favorite franchise? I think we already kind of talked about this a little bit, but like the movies, the TV, the comics, it both sounds like the very first movie is probably your favorite thing.
The first
and is the
two
first
were
movie
great.
your favorite? You said the third is yours.
Well, it's not my favorite. I enjoyed it.
But out of the whole franchise Teenage Mutant Turtles,
I don't think you can beat the OG. Like I just don't. But I enjoyed all of them.
The first one is so good.
The first one's
because
so
it's
good. I just watched it last
correct.
night. Yeah.
It's they don't have ears. Turtles don't have ears.
Right.
Come on, that's how it goes. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. The second one's great too.
Yeah, The Secret of the Ooze is probably my favorite one.
Secret of the Ooze has. I mean, you can't beat the ninja rap.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You can't beat.
That's good. So we're gonna do a quick trivia thing here, real quick. This is called Name That Turtle. So I'm gonna play you guys So actually, I was supposed to get you. I didn't. I was supposed to get you some paper to write this down, but we're gonna do buzz in.
Oh, perfect.
So that's how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna play you a very short clip. Of one of the turtles talking, and then you're gonna tell me which turtle it is.
So is it like Name Your Buzzer or
Oh,
Cowabunga?
yeah. Is your name your buzzer?
No.
like the cowabunga.
Yeah.
Turtle Power.
Turtle Power. I like Turtle
Turtle
Power.
Power.
Buzz it in. Turtle Power. All right. So I think that should work for you.
Thank you.
All right. So here we go. We got the first one. So the first person to buzz in. I'm gonna let it play all the way to the end, but I'm gonna wait and see which one you buzz in first.
Oh, Tubuloso, dudes!
Turtle Power.
Check this out!
All right. Hold on.
Big Pizza Bake-Off! Free samples and deluxe pizza prizes!
Okay. What do you think, Kyle?
Michelangelo.
It is Michelangelo. All right. Here we go. Next one.
Don't I drink?
Oh, you don't have to drink. But... All right. Ready?
April O'Neil, in appreciation for your services to
hold on.
pizza lovers everywhere.
All right. Who do you think?
Leonardo.
It is Leonardo.
Dang it.
All right. Moving on to number 2.
You might be sorry you said
Power.
that.
All right. Hold on. All right. Who is it?
Donatello.
It is Donatello. All right. Very last one.
Yuck! It's the attack of the clinging handbills!
I thought it was gonna be only one left, but Raphael.
It is Raphael.
Okay, it didn't sound like
I
it at
didn't.
first.
Yeah, I
thought it was
didn't.
back to
I
Donatello.
didn't.
I thought
I
it was
didn't
back to
do.
Donatello.
I should have tried to trick you up and did
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
So I
second
just
one
was
a second
like,
time, but it was actually really
Kyle
hard.
beat me.
It was actually really hard to do this because I tried to find some of the animated series and get good clips, but they talk over each other so much.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, dude, you go. Okay, wow." Like it's. I couldn't get them just like clips of them. Like,
Michelangelo's probably the most distinct voice.
he is the most distinct. I think.
Everybody.
I think
is.
Raph. I think Raph is got a really distinct one too.
I also don't think that fits his mood. Like
No,
his
he
character.
sounds goofy.
He sounds
but
goofy,
he's
and
very
not a
angry.
goofy person.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's also like the tone, but like and what they're saying too, because they all have their distinct
for
role.
sure.
Where Leonardo's usually leading the group somewhere, Raphael's
Right.
like you said,
Michelangelo's
mad.
eating pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, always
So,
eating pizza.
right.
Donatello's
We should've
always
ordered a
like
pizza
doing something. Yeah.
for this.
Well, this whole episode is actually called like the Killer Pizzas or something like that. Like the Shredder gives them there's like a free pizza thing, and he has them go to it, but then they plant these little guys that like grow when you put them in the microwave or something.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
episode.
it's
actually, to be honest.
I watched the episode trying to pull clips out. I'm like, man, this stuff is so lame sometimes. But hey, it was great when we were kids, and you know. So, talking a little bit about the series, actually, the comics started in 1984, and as we know, they were kind of a joke, and it started out. And TV series started in 1987, ran through 1996. In 1990 was the first live-action movie that you guys really enjoyed.
96?
96. No, 99. 90.
90.
1990. So 3 years after the animated series started. There was actually a live-action television series that started in 1997 after the animated series ended called Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. And it was a continuation on the movies. It only lasted like half a season. And it featured a female turtle named Venus DeMillo.
Oh, that like Splinter left behind when he grabbed the turtles.
Yeah. And so Saban was doing this.
I do remember that.
Saban, the people who did Power Rangers, were doing this show. So the Turtles made a guest appearance on Power Rangers in space.
There's a famous like meme with it, like
where they all get together and they fight someone or whatever.
Yep.
So that's super cool. Did you know that when they came out in the UK, the word ninja was considered too violent for a kid's show and was banned? So they were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in the UK. And they took away Michelangelo's nunchucks because for some reason nunchucks are the most like
over a sword.
Yeah, exactly. Are the most scary thing of that, and they gave him a grappling hook called the Turtle Line, which I hear the Turtle Line, and I think like it's a hotline they call like the red phone. They're like, someone's on the Turtle Line.
Since we're on weapons, what is the term or the exact name for Raphael's
size?
Okay.
SAI, I think is what they're spelled.
Okay.
I feel like the Turtle Line would also be like their connection to pizza.
Wait, what?
The Turtle Line could also be a connection to
That's
pizza.
true.
They're
It's like their direct line to Pizza Hut.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
the
be a
Turtle
good
Line.
one. Or like a zip line.
Yeah, that's exactly
like
what went through my head.
I don't know. It just
Is
doesn't.
that-
I
Why
don't
couldn't
like
just
it.
call it TMNT.
I don't
Like
know.
why? But I guess and the the acronym it's
It's
still
not that
ninja,
way
but-
anymore. It was just back in like the early 90s.
Yeah.
And I guess ninja had too much connotation. I don't know. It's funny though. But so Josh Pace, I think I said his name right. He was the actor who played Raphael in the 1990 movie. But he suffered from extreme claustrophobia, so he had to remove his helmet after every take. Yeah. And he's the only one whose voice is actually the voice. Like everyone else had someone else voice their character for him, but he's the only one. So I'm like, why would you pick that for
Maybe
a
he's
job?
really good at karate.
I mean, but also I'm like, there's a million other martial arts movies you could do if that's true. Like why you have extreme claustrophobia, and you're like, okay, that's like me being like, I want to be a flight attendant. I hate being on planes, but I'm going to make my
You're
job.
on your plane for a living. That's what you do for
I know,
your job.
but I don't have to act on it.
you
I don't have to act on it, or
literally
I literally can sit there and just like freak out, and that's fine. This is him being
he's
like,
not
I'm going to do
relaying
something I'm
instructions to
freaking
other
out,
people
but I
on
also
a
have to
plane.
work at it. Yeah,
That's like
exactly.
me being a marine biologist with my fear of sharks.
Yeah, exactly. And your fear of, I think you have a lot of fears. Fear of clowns.
Dude, I hate clowns.
Yeah. Good thing you weren't here for the Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
hate
Thanks.
clowns.
We watched Zebo the Clown.
Why would you do that?
Because it's fun.
You like clowns?
Yeah, I don't mind clowns. I don't like them.
It doesn't
I'm
scare
neutral.
me.
Yeah, it doesn't
I don't
scare me.
I don't
like
understand
them.
how it doesn't scare people.
I don't know. I've met a clown or two that's a douchebag, so I mean, I'm not too
The only
far.
clown I like is
Ronald
Modern
McDonald.
Family clown. What's his name?
Ronald McDonald.
Big dude. Eric Stone.
Oh, Eric Stone Street. Yeah,
Oh,
his
not a
character. Cam.
I don't know that because I don't watch it.
Cam.
So, did you guys also know there was a Broadway show in the 90s
I
featuring the
actually
Turtles?
did know that.
Do you know
I don't
what
know
it was
much
called?
I feel like
I don't know
Kyle's
the names.
underdog knows everything.
No.
about
know,
it.
but
I
that's-
mean, he's
I
like,
heard
oh
that.
yeah, that girl.
I had
yeah.
heard that.
I
That
mean,
it was a Broadway show.
He's a shark over here. He's a Ninja Turtle shark.
we were texting the other night. He's like, "You're gonna destroy blah blah blah," and then here he comes busting out.
That's
Oh, I
funny.
knew that.
well,
I
I'm
knew
sorry.
that."
Someone's wearing a shirt.
That's what we do, Kyle. When we wake up in the morning, we wear shirts.
We do wear shirts. So the Broadway show is called Coming Out of Their Shells, which either way you think about it sounds really bad.
Yeah.
So that's fun. And I watched a little bit of it. So the only way you could actually watch it was you had to order the video from Pizza Hut, I think. So it was like one of those promotional things.
Oh,
Or you
of
could go
course.
see the show
Of
in
course.
Broadway. But I mean, who's doing that? But I watched a little bit of it. And just imagine the ninja rap, but bigger. like, and less Vanilla Ice. Yeah.
I know
So
what Vanilla Ice.
yeah, so that's pretty much what this Broadway show was. It was ridiculous. And I mentioned this before. Everything that we love about the series is pretty much advertising people that came up with it to sell toys to kids and everything. And the Eastman and
So
Laird.
essentially, everything we love about the series is a lie. It's
pretty
not
much
meant.
Yeah,
to
unless
be-
unless the comics are your main source of TMNT digestion,
Right.
then everything that you love is a lie.
Wow.
And then the last thing is there was a comic where they fought Hitler. Which one of the turtles punched Hitler in the face?
Turtle power.
Yeah.
What?
Michelangelo.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna have to say it.
I had
Anybody
no
that does
idea.
that, it's gonna be Raph.
Yeah, it was. It was. Okay, so we were talking about who's the biggest fan here and everything, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a thing about who my favorite Ninja Turtle was because I didn't tell you.
Okay.
and why I was such a big fan as a child.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Jordan, you're such a cutie. Let's put that up for the
Well,
camera.
I'm gonna put it on the camera. They don't need to see it. It's gonna be right here
Yeah.
over me. I'm
my bad.
gonna edit it in here. But that's me as a kid.
Where was that?
That is at Disney MGM Studios in the 90s. They had a
I was gonna say Disneyland, but I'm like,
yeah, no, they had a
wouldn't
TM.
be
I
it.
used to go to Disney World like every year with some cousins from Ohio, and they had like a whole thing in the 90s where they would like the New York set. They had like a New York area. They would have the turtle bus come out, and then they come out and do a little like dancing thing. Are they taking off?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was framing a casting.
Oh. But yeah, so I had him actually sign. I had a little action figure in the box, and I had him sign it
Oh,
and
that's
everything for
awesome.
me. I
You
love.
still have the action
I
figure?
do. Yeah, it's in
Okay.
storage. I loved him. You can tell by my little face there. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't hold it in.
That's an awesome picture.
Yeah, sorry. So now we're gonna talk a little bit about villains. We have a little bit of a trivia thing we're gonna do
Okay.
here. But first, I'm gonna tell you about one of my favorite villains from the comics, which is so ridiculous. Have you guys heard of Cuddly the Cowlick?
What?
Cuddly the Cowlick.
Can't say I have.
No. So he is a giant disembodied cowhead that takes the turtles to outer space and forces them to fight aliens to come back to Earth.
I feel like
I
half
guess
these
that
people
would be
write
my
comics are
favorite
on
too after
drugs,
reading that
dude.
description.
Yeah, no,
Like,
literally
honestly,
everything
I
that
feel
Laird
like-
and Eastman did was just like, how much can we like just be weird and screwball with
Oh,
it?
yeah, but when are they going to not take us seriously anymore?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, how far can we push this before people are like, this is dumb? Like-
Someone's always gonna read it. There's always gonna be
Yeah.
one person.
So that's really good. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the next portion. Name that villain. So here we go. I'm gonna put. Oops, nope, we're not doing that one. I'm gonna put up this PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
And does anyone know how to start a PowerPoint presentation?
I
haven't-
learned it in 8th grade and forgot.
I
right
know,
away.
me too. I don't think I've done a PowerPoint presentation.
I didn't even
in
know PowerPoint was
forever.
still around.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh.
So we
Shredder.
have an easy one. Okay.
Turtle power.
All right.
Oh,
We have
what?
an easy one to start off with. Yes, this is Shredder. Andy got it. We're going to do Turtle Power to call in again.
Oh, turtle power.
I got some-
Shredder.
I
Oh,
already said it.
sorry.
We got some fun facts. Do you guys know how the Shredder got his name?
I do. Cheese grater.
Yes, it is a cheese grater. One of the creators.
Everyone knows that, Andy.
One of the creators was washing dishes
outta
one
here.
night, and he was washing a
Look
cheese
at him,
grater,
Andy.
and he got his arm caught in it.
Well,
and it hurt. And
in
they-
the first movie, Michelangelo says he looks like he's a can opener.
yes, but they almost called him
Touche.
the Grater, and they were like, "No,
Yeah.
we'll call him
I feel like
the
that's
Shredder."
like a first grade teacher.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
It's
a
bad.
villain for a first grade teacher that touched you inappropriately.
Whoa! Would you go to Catholic school?
We went
All right.
to the same school.
I know. But they don't know that. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Turtle power.
Yes.
Space Shredder?
No, good guess though.
It looks like the Egyptian.
Like
King
in-
Tut?
No,
Shredder?
yeah.
like
look,
an Egyptian, not Optimus Prime, but
the
yeah.
what's in the mummy? Anyway, they can. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Who that
Nothing?
is.
His name was Chromedome. He was a robot created by the Shredder, and he looks like a Transformer, which I find very interesting because they were probably trying to like cross-platform with Transformers at the time and
right,
everything.
absolutely.
They were like, the Transformers are cool. Let's get a robot in there. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, moving on to number 3.
Turtle power.
Oh.
That is. Wait, that's the alligator. Crap. That was
He's not
snapping
Killer
turtle.
Croc. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that.
Oh, I thought that's what I was gonna guess.
That's a DC.
No, I thought it
property.
was. I thought it was a snapping turtle.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
He is an alligator. He lives in the Everglades.
I can't remember his
I'm
name.
really bad at villains, dude.
Can't remember his name.
All right.
I root for the good guys.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
His name is Leatherhead.
Nope.
Yep.
I feel like these
Leatherhead.
names
That
don't-
definitely wouldn't have came.
I
to
feel
me.
like these names don't make. Isn't Leatherhead a scary movie?
No, that's
Leatherface.
Leatherface is the
Oh.
dude from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I
Okay.
think. But yeah, good association there. I like
Thank
it.
you.
So the funny thing about Leatherhead is he started off as a giant alligator in the Everglades, and then he went through some of the like mutagen, like the ooze, and it turned him into like a bipedal human alligator hybrid that he can then talk. I'm like, when it shouldn't be the other way around, that like
Yeah.
you're a human that then turns into an alligator
Right.
and you're able to talk. I
Yeah.
feel like it shouldn't be the other
But
way
Spider-Man
around.
kind of like pulled that away though.
Not really, because he was a human, went into a spider.
No, but the Doc Ock or he turned into a lizard.
Yeah, but he was a human first.
First.
What I'm saying is this
yeah,
guy was
okay.
an alligator,
Alligator.
first, turning into a human.
Human.
Okay.
So it was very weird. I don't know, but you know they're very weird guys.
Evolution? I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Sure. This guy.
Oh, that's
You don't know.
Turtle Power.
Yeah.
That's Toga.
No, close, but not.
Taka.
No, not. I'm saying it's not him. It's a different villain.
Dang.
Dude, I'm bad with villains. I'll be straight up with you.
All right, this guy's name is Slash. Does that recognize? Okay.
No.
So he was.
Is this from like comics or?
This is from the animated series mostly.
Yeah.
There's a few in here from the movie, so you guys will get your fun in. But this is Bebop's turtle.
Bebop?
Bebop's turtle. You know Bebop?
Yeah, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh.
Yeah. So Bebop had a turtle. Rocksteady was lazy, and the Shredder wanted him to do a bunch of stuff. So instead of just doing that stuff, Rocksteady turned Bebop's turtle into, like, gave him the ooze to turn him into this to make him to be able to do stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Maybe.
Oh, that's
We just talked about
yeah.
that.
Turtle Power, Rocksteady,
It's
and Bebop.
Bebop and Rocksteady. But you don't get off that easy. Which one is which?
Oh, Rocksteady is the Rhino.
Andy got it, yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady. So Bebop is the pig, or I guess he's a warthog, and then Rocksteady is a black rhinoceros. Doesn't look too black to me.
No.
Or maybe, I don't know, he's from Africa or something.
Yeah.
Well, they
But,
had white pigs, so they had to throw in a black right now.
That's true. That's very true. All right, the next one, which you guys are fans of the first movie, so hopefully you get this one.
Oh.
Yoshi.
Power?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name, man? I just watched last night.
You doing a little bit of research?
Is his
Yeah.
Is his last name Yoshi?
Oh, I have no
No.
clue his last name. I know his first name. He doesn't really talk much in the
Master
series.
something.
Yeah, it's Master something.
Master. Oh.
He's second in command of the Foot
No,
Clan.
I know that, but Master.
I can't remember his name.
Master. I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Tatsu.
That's it.
All right. Now the next one is gonna be a quick one.
Turtle Power.
Yes.
That is Raza and Toka.
Toka and Razor. Yeah.
Is it Razor?
Razor.
Razor.
Yeah. Which one is which though?
Toka is the snapping turtle,
Yes.
and Razor is
The other thing.
it's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Or wolf.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a wolf.
I shouldn't be on this podcast.
So yes, they were from Secret of the Ooze. We talked about that
Yeah.
earlier. And they had the intelligence of an infant. And my favorite line from the movies is he's like, what does Shredder say? He's like, they're infants or they're babies or whatever.
Babies! They're babies!
Like,
My babies.
and they're like, Mama.
yes, that's my favorite line.
Ridiculous. All right, the next one is going to be a quick one too.
Oh man.
Oh, come on,
What are
guys.
these names, dude?
Is that Baxter?
I didn't watch.
No, although good job on
I didn't
coming
watch
up
the
with
animated
a
series.
villain.
The scientist.
Baxter, yeah,
That's the scientist.
No, he's like a black dude,
Oh.
African American.
Wow, dude.
I can't remember
We're
his
live.
name.
Sorry, we are not live. That what just happened there? The bark happened. He's a bark dude. Everyone thinks
made it sound so
everyone
much more
thinks I
worse
just
than it
cussed.
could- yeah. Or said something way worse than you actually did. I don't know the name.
He's the villain of the most
Like
recent movie.
I know watching this, but I can tell you the names. I haven't watched the animated
He's
series
from
since I was
Dimension
probably
X.
10.
Krang. All right, moving on to the next. There's two left, and I don't know these two, so you guys probably aren't gonna know these two either. But
Okay.
these are fun. Who's that guy?
Ooh.
This weird guy. Who's that?
That is
You don't know that. And if you know that, we're going out and I'm buying you a beer right
Turtle
Wow,
Power.
roller. All right.
now. No
yeah.
way.
Purple Ant-Man.
Now you're
Yeah,
buying me a
actually,
beer.
yes. No.
Oh my gosh, you should have just went with it.
His name is Scumbag. He is a human exterminator.
Good one, Jordan.
He was
Scumbag?
Yeah, Scumbag. He was a human exterminator who was
Trigger,
contracted
what's your picture doing on
to
here?
come to
I'm sorry.
He's a human exterminator that was contracted to come to the Technodrome when they had an insect problem. And when he went in there, he got accidentally oozed and turned
Okay,
into this guy.
They really were just like, when are they gonna not take it seriously anymore?
Yeah,
I mean,
seriously. Well, this
it's
was the animated series. At
No,
that
I
point,
know.
they were like, a bunch of kids are watching this. They don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know.
Scumbag?
All right,
Oh my
Scumbag.
gosh.
Wow.
Very, very last one.
Turtle Power.
Mm-hmm.
Maestro.
No. Hey, it was something.
Something. What did you guess?
Pass.
Oh my gosh. Smart move.
And it's actually Pass. The villain's name is Pass. No, it's not. It's Anthrax. So this is an alien from Dimension X that takes the form of an ant with a bunch of arms for some reason. So those are all your villains.
Purple ant.
And I agree. Those are really hard. I didn't know most of them myself either. So everyone playing at home probably did way better than we did because they saw the title Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and thought these guys will know something.
Yeah, right.
And then they tuned in and are like,
absolutely.
nope.
No, we just
But
like talking about what we don't know.
what else do you guys want to discuss about this? That's the end of my script. So I mean, we could keep going for the next 20, 30, 40 years.
Do you have
want.
the arcade game here? Can we play that?
No,
for
that
a
would be
couple hours?
awesome.
Oh, okay.
That would be so cool if I had the arcade game here.
No, it's cool. Recently when you told me about this a couple of days ago, I wanted to go check out the old movies because like when do you get a chance to do that? Like Amazon Prime, of course, only has the latest movies out, which is free. But if you want to go watch the old ones, you got to pay the $5.
Yeah,
I have all the old ones on
I'm
Blu-ray.
pretty sure I own the
borrow.
old ones too. I think I have them as like MP4 files on like a hard drive or something.
I do want to go back, even now talking about it even more. I want to go back and check it out.
I wanted to go back and check out the animated series again until I watched that one episode, and I was like, that definitely is going to be the name of the show, Wreck My Childhood. I can't go back and do that.
Well, yeah, I've been listening. I listened to the first couple episodes. I don't about Wreck My Childhood series. I'm positive this would not wreck my childhood. The movies. But
doing the animated series, I feel like the
positive,
animated series would wreck my childhood because it's probably garbage.
Yeah.
From the one episode I watched, it was garbage.
I would watch a couple cartoons here and there growing up, but it was the movies, the action figures.
As we know, you were an outdoor kid.
Yeah.
So
there
you did.
Go.
You pulled in a solid 4 out of 20, I think, on the 90s
I think it was a hard 5 out of 20.
A hard 5, maybe, yeah.
90s stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll have you on for the next one. There's a part 2 we're doing. We did 90s theme. We'll plug our last episode, 90s theme song trivia test, where I played 20 theme songs from 90s kid shows, and everyone had to kind of guess in.
No,
Yes, I
no.
would've.
Guess who got like 18 out of 20? The homeschooler.
Yeah, Krager got
course,
12.
it's
Krager got
homeschool.
14. No, he got 14 points, but he got 13 out of 20.
I
right.
would've beat-
and that
I
was the
would've beat him.
highest.
I'll beat him.
Maybe. Well, we have a part 2 because I have another 20 that I want to do.
I hear a challenge
Here's my dilemma though. I haven't uploaded. As of today, I just started uploading all the material, trying to get on iTunes podcast, all that plugs. Woo. But my dilemma is I'm scared that because I posted the Goosebumps episode and it had a copyright block because I had the intro in there. I like to throw in the intros and stuff. And it's like, you're allowed to keep this. You just can't monetize it. So you're fine, but like it got a copyright problem. So my fear is, which the 90s theme song episode is our best episode yet. It's fun. All of it's gonna be copywritten, and it might pull it then. Like if one of those, like I tried to keep the songs really minimal. I tried to do like instrumental versions only. I did fun things where it was like 8-bit versions of them and stuff like that. But I'm scared I'm gonna upload that episode and it's going to be blocked, and we're talking about this episode that no one's going to have ever seen. It's like the lost episode.
Well,
That's kind of awesome.
So if that does
it's a
happen,
learning process.
Yeah, if that does happen, part 2 will technically be part 1, and we'll have you on, and I'll find a way to get around those.
I
Probably.
was going to say,
the
did you know a way? I mean, what do you do in that certain, like...
Well, I
that
feel
they
like
get
if I got
blocked
like
for Goosebumps?
8-bit or covers of it, where people who aren't licensed or published who did it as like fair use for like parody and stuff like that, then I could get away with it. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm curious about that. But if not, I might have to get more microphones because I feel like I'm gonna have like 8 people playing next time, and we're just gonna be like
teams. I call Tim.
Yeah. Are you good at 90s theme songs, Tim?
No, he's just hot.
But I can wear a great outfit.
That's great. Could it be a toga?
It'll be much less.
Can it be nothing?
Ow!
It'll be between
And again,
nothing and
we keep coming back to
What's the thing that
phallic.
Mowgli wears in Jungle Book?
That is like a
That's
thong.
Like,
Well, that's what I want you to
That's
wear.
Tim's jammies.
That's Tim's
I don't know.
jammies.
Mowgli is just like a. On that note, thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having us,
Thank
man.
you all for listening in. Again, go check us out on Twitter, Facebook, follow us on YouTube, iTunes podcast app, and everything. And until next time, see you later. I don't have a good outro yet.
Dude, I was gonna say that was lame.
I was going to say cowabunga.
Yeah. Until next time, tubular bro, cowabunga, pizza, yeah!